Uppy. It's One Funny Morning. One of us is awake. Here we go. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever.
That's called
our small
murder
town.
in New Jersey.
He was a lot
Like with
with his everything.
Oh.
What's outside your puerta de clima?
That's Stella! Yeah!
Hi, we are on location at beautiful Brigantine Beach, where we are having pepperoni from Aversa's Bakery for breakfast.
Wish everyone was here walking the beach with us on this gorgeous morning. And we're not forking around.
Have a good day. Here's your host. Good morning, Dina Blizzard.
Good morning. Stacey's already confused.
I'm totally confused.
So what was that finger? There's a lot. So Stacey has been my friend forever. Let me just give you a little background, but she has never watched any of the things that I put on the internet, or I haven't, this is the first time I've been to her house ever. Because she moved during the pandemic. So we're just catching up. So what was this finger for? Which part? There's so many things to be confused about. I'm just wondering which one.
I'll just make a list and ask you later.
What was the finger
It was
for?
something about the open with the girl. Was that just now?
Oh, that video?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. We don't have a live feed. Stacey works in television. So Stacey's taking in our production. We do not have a satellite truck. We did not just catch Steak and Sharon at the beach live. People will like take videos of themselves all over the world, sometimes on vacation, and they'll shoot it and then they'll send it in as a tape, as a VHS tape, and then we have a VCR back here. No, somewhere between VHS tape and live truck. I wish we had a OneFunnyMother truck that would go out on location.
Let's do it.
And it'd be like, Sherry Fry is live right now outside of Shakendra's house. Let's go to Sherry. And then Sherry's like, Dina, it is a beautiful morning.
Excellent.
That's how you guys should shoot your videos.
Does your mom come on here?
Yeah, if she's up.
Good.
Yeah. Well, most of the time she watches from the shower. Now, when I say she watches from the, I didn't know. Do you know how many of these people are in the shower right now?
Oh, I do that. So I put the phone. See my giant phone? I put my.
It's not a phone.
It's a phone.
That is not a phone.
Turns into
that
old people phone.
That is.
So I put it on the windows.
Okay.
And then I watch.
So one day when my dad was sick and I was staying at my mom's house, my mom is a little rancher, right? And I'm doing the morning show from one side of the rancher, and I thought was in the bathroom, but I had to walk away from this for a second to go get something, and I could hear myself in the shower, and sometimes if she's in like the bathroom, like doing her makeup, she'll listen, but like I heard the shower, and then I heard my voice. And I was like, guys, she's so weird. She's listening to the show in the shower. And then like 50 people were like, I'm in the shower right now. And I was like, I don't need to be here. If I'm in the shower with you right now, please. Thank you, Bob. Please turn me off. And they were like, no.
Wait, I have to be able to read stuff?
Okay. Stacey's also old. She's also wearing 6 pairs of glasses for the show. Did you know you have one on your head?
Yeah.
You have one on your head.
And I'm tired from work last night because I work in TV.
Look how big your eyes are.
Happy Friday. Oh, it's Friday. That's right.
It's Friday. Welcome to Friday.
Oh, this is kind of fun.
It is fun. So you can talk to people there. So Stacey and I met in circa 2010.
Yes.
At the Nate Berkus show.
Nate Berkus.
And I didn't know anybody. I had gotten this job out of the blue. And I meet a whole bunch of people. I'm afraid of the teleprompter girl. That's Stacey. She, like any room that Stacey walks into, she's like, hello, and everybody knows she's here. And I was like, I don't know who that one is, but she's aggressive. And I didn't really know anybody. And then we all got We all got snowed in.
Many times, but
Many times. But the first time we get snowed in, it ends up being Stacey and I and like 5 or 6 camera guys.
No more. It's got to be because it was it was audio and camera, so it was.
So a bunch of fellas, the crew, the guys
like
on the crew.
10 of us at the table.
And so I didn't really know many of them at all, but they were like, hey, we're going to go to dinner tonight. So we're all snowed in. So everybody's
Which, by the way, none of their wives know that they were out having fun in a snowstorm.
They did.
So now
This was 14 years ago. So we go to dinner. And I'm just trying to like meet. Was bourbon involved? No, I wasn't drinking bourbon at the time.
You were drinking something.
I was probably drinking wine.
We were at an Italian place, so it was red wine.
And
Prompter bitch.
And yeah. And is Prompter a title earned by education or experience? Like, did you go to school for it or figured it out?
I was taught it.
Do you want
I went to
it?
no, thank you.
Okay,
I do love this. I went to school for production. But then I was taught Prompter, and then I just ran with it, literally.
She's one of the best in the business. She works constantly in New York. She's amazing. We are at her house in beautiful Connecticut, and I was at her other house in Connecticut, and I was in the middle of a renovation when she moved. And so we'll talk about that in a second. But so we go to dinner with these fellas. We're having a great time. Maybe some like explicit conversation came up, and the guys are being so gross, right? And I was like, boy talk, whatever. And then Stacey starts laying out some comments and makes all of them blush at the table. I was like, I like this girl. She's shutting them all down. And then she got up to go to the bathroom. They're like, can you believe what she said? I'm like, oh yeah, I believe it. I believe it. What's her name again? She would be my best friend. Mm-hmm. So, and then after that came besties. We have a lot of pictures. I'm not gonna bring those up.
You could show.
I'm not gonna show it.
Care. You can't
the
see
picture
anything.
of Stacey on the toilet. Not a big deal.
She took pictures of me going to the bathroom. I don't know why.
It was kind of that. Listen, only girls are gonna get this because I can't imagine that men are like. There's a guy, Bob and Jim. I can't imagine they're like, Jim, remember that time you were on the toilet and I took your picture? I don't think I'd do that.
You can't really see anything because I'm kind of like just sitting there.
And so we were like having a full conversation, and she's acting like this, and she's like, and then what happened? I was like, can you shut the door? She's like, I'm trying to connect with you. I go, I don't want this. I don't want this. You were acting too casual. And then we just started cracking up laughing, and then there was a picture, and then by the time I took the picture, I was rolling around the floor. Yeah. Who has the best husband? We have no idea, addict. We have no idea. Neither of us. What are you, a Trixie? A Flixie? What's it called when you're not married?
Single?
No.
What?
No, you're called a, what's the word? It's an old word.
A floozy?
Yeah, we're all those.
Talking about.
We're all those. No, like what's the word? They'll tell you. This is a game we play called, what's Dina trying to say?
A word when you're not married?
Yeah.
Living in sin.
A floozy. A spinster. We're spinsters.
No, but that's when you're not, you don't
or
have
destitute.
Anything. I thought when you're a spinster, you have not, like you're not. Hey, there he is.
Oh, that's our Greg.
That's my spinster guy.
We're a hussy, a floozy, a spinster.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to own all those.
Idaho.
Idaho. Wait, so this is funny. You don't know this term, and you should, and Greg should know. So I have a Ring doorbell on the house.
Okay.
Ring doorbell.
I know what that is.
We'll give you updates on like a dog is lost in the neighborhood 2 miles away.
Oh,
right?
really?
Mm-hmm. So I'm live one day on this thing. So the things
TikTok.
are coming up. Mm-hmm.
The TikTok.
Well, I mean, I was on my phone. So anyway, the things are coming up, and this notification comes up, and I can't stop laughing, and and everybody's like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like, the Ring doorbell updates come up so quick, so I read them quick. I'm almost positive it said there were hussies on the loose, and I was like, it can't say there were hussies on the. Are we supposed to be reporting that? Because I know a lot of hussies. Oh my gosh, Kevin, he's right here. Kevin,
why are you up, Kevin? Did you get home
Kevin.
late? Because I'm exhausted. She said to me, you have to look awake.
So it said huskies on the loose, and I missed the K. So then I just love saying hussies on the loose. And then I had maybe had shirts made and then a sweatshirt. And I'm going to get you one that says Hussey's on the loose.
Yes,
You need
please.
one.
I love
All right.
that.
So now Kevin Murphy is here. He is one of the camera guys who was at
the dinner.
the dinner that we were just talking about. Kev, the first time I fell in love with Stacey, you were all there. And so, Kevin, we were just talking. So yesterday I called Stacey. I said, what time are you going to be home? So I drove from Cambridge, Massachusetts last night to here in Connecticut. And she was coming from New York. So we were kind of trying to. And so anyway, she goes, Kevin Murphy and I were talking. He told me to tell you something. I said, oh, yeah. He probably said, he probably was like, oh, hey, your old man crush said hi. So we were at work one day. And I don't even know who was on. But it was like maybe like Burt Reynolds or,
oh yeah,
it was like, and like, who was the guy that was, it wasn't Burt Reynolds, but he had the mustache. Magnum PI. Who's that? Who was it? What's his real
Tom
name?
Selleck.
Tom Selleck. So it might have been like Tom Selleck was on, but it was like somebody like who's just so handsome, like well into 80 or 90, right? It was like that guy.
He's not that old.
And so he's
neither
not that
is
old.
Kevin.
He's not. No, Kevin is nowhere near that, right? So we're all working together and everybody's talking about, well, who's your old man crush?
Greg's got to work.
And so all of a sudden I look at Kevin, who's probably a year older than me. I was like, Kevin, you're my old man crush. And I thought he was going to be mad. He was like, thank you. He was so excited. And then I started growing my gray out. He was like, you're my old lady crush. I was like, shut up. Kevin's hilarious. We could do a whole show.
Love Kevin.
He's like, now I hate you
now
both.
I hate you, but
Oh,
why?
Kevin, we love
I
you.
am your advocate. I told her it was mean to call you old man.
No, he loves it. Just randomly. Even through the pandemic, he was like, hello, it's your old man crush. I miss it. We had such a great time. That's when we met and fell in love, and we got into a lot of problems.
Pickles.
So here's what happened. So Stacey had like what we'll call a real job in the control room. So if there are words said on show that Stacey is on, she wrote them. She put them in she didn't write them, but she put them in the prompter. Sometimes she write them.
See, he was only 65 then.
He was
Tom
65.
Selleck.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carrie.
Basically, yeah. Now Stacey has teleprompted for me. And they're not supposed to say curse words to you, add them into the prompter, but Stacey will. She's like, bitch, your hair. And I was like, is the prompter supposed to say that to me? But so every morning I would go into the control room.
Wait, I've been told I'm a I did a job, and the woman said to me,
oh my
no. She
No,
was
go
an
ahead.
AD, and she said, wow, a prompter person with a personality. I was like, is that a compliment?
They're usually kind of low key.
Yeah, they're really mellow.
Do you
remember John? Oh my God.
No, that's a different show, but that was fun.
I don't know why.
Anyway, yeah, Greg said, I'm your old man crush.
He just turned 55. I'm dating a 55-year-old.
How old are you? We're the same age.
52.
Yeah.
I'm older than you.
You are. I'm still 51. I'm much younger than you. Much younger. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so
Tanya, where in Connecticut do you live?
Tanya,
sorry.
That's all right.
How do you know that?
There's more than one Tanya. I've never met a Tanya, but now there's two. Okay, so here's what I thought we could talk about. Okay. So Stacey had a different place before. Super cute. And she's like, why don't you come and stay at my house? Yada, yada. And so I go over. Now, Stacey was a spinster for sure then, right? So she's living by herself. She had a couple cats. I mean, classic. So we're at her house. She has the cutest, the place is adorable. And so I go in the kitchen and I was like, hey, I'd like to make some tea. She's like, yeah, just, and then she grabs both hands, opens a crickety, what I'll say, giant garage door to her cabinet and exposes 200 mugs. And I said, who are you expecting? How many friends do you have that you know? She goes, oh, I need all those mugs.
Listen.
I said, is there,
yes.
Do you have a leak? All these mugs will be collecting the water?
Here's what happens. The hours I work, I take a mug.
She lived by herself.
Yes.
The cats could have a mug and her have a mug, and there's still 200 left over.
Yes, I have a dishwasher. But when you work crazy hours, you don't have time to do this stuff.
Not in 200 days, you don't. You need 200 days of mugs so you
So
don't
I
have to
need
do the
enough
dish.
mugs so that I don't have to run out of mugs.
Yeah, at least take you through to
She
the
made me get
few
rid of my
seasons.
mugs.
So we went through. Okay, so here's the
I'm
question.
not a minimalist.
So here's the question.
What?
So then we got here last night, right? It was late. You were sleeping, Greg.
See?
She's showing me the house. She opens the door to the garage. There's 3 people live here. She opens the door to the garage, and above on one of the shelves up top, she's got 14 pieces of luggage. I said, "Where
There's
are you
carry-ons.
going? How
There's
many
smaller carry-ons? There's larger luggage.
How many pieces of luggage does one household of 3 require?"
You never know.
So I'm asking today,
You never know.
what do you have in your house that you have entirely too much of? There's no reason anyone should have this many of this thing. Is it mugs? Is it luggage? Don't even get me started on her linen closet. She was like, "Come look at my linen closet."
It's very organized.
There's enough linens
Okay.
for
Backstory.
20 beds.
If you looked at the mug
Shoes.
situation we got,
Bowls
shoes,
and glasses.
Yeah, bowls and glasses.
Water
But
bottles.
listen, water bottles. I had to get rid of a bunch of them. So a few months ago, what's he called now?
Hussy?
My hussy.
Your lover?
My lover.
Okay.
My love. Oh, we're Carrie from Sex and the City. And my
Okay.
lover.
Okay.
Anyway, and his daughter moved in. Now we're merging 2 houses. I have lived alone for 25 years, so I have lots of
Spinster.
stuff. Lots of stuff.
Decades.
Now I'm getting a family stuff. So now we're trying to figure out where everything goes. I have gotten rid of a lot of stuff. I have. I took many trips to the swap shop.
All right. So they said, "I'm feeling attacked this morning." Craft stuff, luggage for the whole neighborhood, tote bags, drinking devices, blankets and water bottles, flatware. I keep acquiring when I clean out deceased family kitchens. Books. I
DVDs.
definitely.
I have tons of DVDs.
Too much underwear. DVDs.
Greg wants me to get rid of the DVDs. I'm like, but
Why do you have...
listen, Taylor and I talked about this. Taylor's his daughter. I said, she's like, "It's too much money. Do you know how much money I've spent on DVDs? I'm not doing it."
That's not the point.
Okay, so I'm going to just say something. Years ago, I was helping my mother clean out her closet, and I am my mother's daughter because she says to me, she pulls out this suit from when she was much smaller, and it was 1980 whatever, and it was purple with giant, like shiny purple with giant, what are they?
Shoulder pads.
Thank you. And I say to her, "Are you joining Prince's band? Because he's dead now, and you don't need it."
He doesn't need you as a backup dancer.
And she says to me, "I spent a lot of money on this." I'm like, "You're never gonna wear."
Okay, so
a
did you
purple
hear what
suit."
you just said? You heard it. Somebody
know.
just said hair clips. Too many hair clips. I just keep buying hair clips. But when I'm in the car, I don't have a hair clip.
I know.
Never.
Same.
I just keep buying it. A lot of Disney DVDs are worth money. Don't tell her that. They're
See?
not. They're
They
not.
are.
My husband collects mugs and plastic cups from everywhere.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Pillows, blankets.
Shoes.
I spent a lot of money having lady parts removed. I didn't keep them.
Oh, good.
So if she's not even keeping her lady
Might I-
parts, why are you
might I
keeping these
need them?
DVDs?
Might I need lady parts
Mhm.
that you have?
I may have enough mugs that I circulate them. Every 3 months I change them. No.
That seems like a lot of work.
No, I think she means from her cabinet. Like she switches out maybe the ones in the back. You know, the ones that you aren't using, they're on the top shelf. She switches them out. That's what I thought. Shot glasses.
Dirty old lady. Yes,
It's too many dirty old ladies. My husband has 40 years of baseball cards that he thinks are worth money. They're not.
They might
Please.
be.
No. See, this
How
is
do
the
you know?
problem. This is the
You
problem.
gotta go on the.
Okay.
I'll be your mother.
No.
You gotta go on the antiques show.
No. Listen, there are people like you and there are people like me. There are people like you who are like, listen, it could be worth a lot of money. And there's people who go, no, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think, like, if you came to like my house, you're like, you can get rid of that, it's not worth any money? Like, can you, like, I know you're having a hard time doing it for you, but could you declutter somebody else's house? Or would you be like, that's probably worth a lot of money, that probably means something to you? Like, would you do that?
So what I do, no, well, I'll take it and sell it on.
I'll take it and add it to my collection.
I try to sell it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Greg makes me give stuff away.
What about luggage?
We gave away luggage. Believe it or not.
What? Like one?
No. like more. There were more.
Two.
They had more.
My daughter's
away
Beanie
mine.
Babies. Diana has Beanie Babies from, I don't know, 20 years ago. She's like, Dina, these
Aren't they
valuable.
are? Like
It's not worth.
like-
It's not
what
worth
about, like,
keeping them in a
Cabbage
box
Patch?
forever.
What about like the Cabbage Patch Kids?
No. So the other day, my girlfriend was talking, and she was like, "Listen," she was like, "I'm getting ready to move, so I'm gonna pack stuff up. I'm gonna get rid of stuff. I'm gonna pack stuff up that like." She was like trying to like get her house, you know, what is it, staged.
Oh yeah.
She's like, "So I'm gonna pack some stuff." I go, "Well, they say to do that." She goes, "And then I'm gonna put it into a storage unit." I go, "What?" I said, "I thought you were going through it to get rid of it." She goes, "Well, yeah, but I mean, like my crock pot. I'll put that in storage." I go, "But you could just put that in your kitchen because you need
Use
a crock
it.
pot." She was like, "Yeah, but yes." Stacey throws out nothing.
Thanks,
I
Greg.
believe you. But it was just so funny that she was
True.
like, "Well, I'll bring some to Goodwill, but then I'll drop the other stuff off at the storage unit." I go, "But don't you use it?" "Well, sometimes, but like not a lot." I go, "Well, then go bring it to Goodwill." She was like, "No, I might need it."
I gave
like,
away a
one
rice
time.
cooker years ago, and I'm regretting it to this day. One of the guys who works for me, Tony, says, "You save everything." Yeah, I save
Why?
when I get something in when I get a piece of equipment sent to me. It's got bubble wrap. I roll it up and I save it. And let me just tell you something. And like we have foam.
Is that what's in the shed here? Is this just
No,
filled
wait.
with bubble wrap?
Yes,
If I go
The
look in
whole
that shed, what will I find?
bubble wrap. So and foam.
Is
Insert
there a
foam.
lawnmower in there?
There is.
What
Greg,
else?
All lawn stuff.
Any
Oh.
bubble wrap?
No, not in there. In there, maybe. But no, oh, there is some in there. Maybe. I don't know. But wait a minute. Listen. So we have foam too that comes in the cases. So I save it all and I put it up on the top shelves. And Tony's like, "I can't believe you save all this stuff." And then
Well, what was the day that you saved that? And then one day the world was about to end, and they were like, "If everybody
And I
with bubble
wrapped
wrap
myself all
could
up. No.
just grab their bubble wrap."
No. Listen. So we're now I've got new cases, I got new equipment, and I've got empty cases because this is what I do. I buy cases without the foam, and then I have the extra foam, and we're using it. And then one day something happened. It was random, and I was like, "Oh, Tony, we've got that piece of foam." And he's like,
I've
"Oh
been
my
renting out this
God."
building, and I filled it with foam, and today is the day that I
And
saved the
he's
day.
like, I said, "See, Tony, that's why I save everything."
And
he's-
that's the problem with the people that save everything.
Came in
Because
handy.
one day,
Came
did
in
you see
handy.
there was a video on like Instagram or something where somebody was like, "Oh, I just wish we had a piece of wood that was this big by this long." And then there's like an old man dad. He goes, "Oh," and then the video follows him going to the basement, going through a pile of stuff that nobody wants, and he comes up with the perfect piece of wood. That's you.
That's me.
That's you with bubble wrap.
That's my shed clean. What'd he say?
And neat. Nothing extra. That's what Greg said. Greg could move in there and live in there for 20 years. And he would have everything he needs.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
And you'd be in here wrapping yourself in bubble wrap.
For the apocalypse.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing is that people put their stuff in storage. I'm like, whatever you put in there and the amount that you're paying in storage costs, it's like a loss by the time it's over.
What about the day you need it?
Then just go out and get it and buy it.
It's so much easier if you already have it.
If you can just hoard it all for 20 years and just wait for this. Let me ask you that. When that moment comes up, when that moment came up and he was like, "Gosh, I wish we had Bubba," did your whole body get on fire?
Okay, so just like
I'm so glad you asked. Let me tell you.
Let me tell you. Just like when I save money with coupons, I literally, when I save I bought a dress at Kohl's with cash and coupons for $2.13, right? It's a really nice dress. I could show it to you. It's black. A wave of heat comes over me. Like it's, I get a rush when I save money. It's kind of it's a sickness.
It's a sickness.
I love it though.
But you have a beautiful home here in
And
Connecticut.
that's how I have a beautiful
And
home,
that's it.
Because I save things and I don't buy. I'm frugal.
Wait,
And
so
that's how I have a
so
home
the
in
best
a
was-
foofy town in
It
Connecticut.
is very foofy. So we're at her house right now. This is I probably had been to her house a handful of times, right? And it was adorable, right? And we're sitting there and she goes, "Oh, you like that table? Isn't that table so cute?"
Mary has Stacey.
Stacey, so we're sitting there.
thing.
She goes, "Do you love that table? It's like literally my favorite table." And I said, "Yeah, it's a nice table." And she goes, "What is that supposed to mean? It doesn't seem like you like the table." I go, "I don't know. It looks like it was bought at IKEA like in 1983. She goes, "It was. That's why it's so nice." And I go, "How old are you?" She goes, 40. I go, "Yeah. This IKEA table belongs in a 20-year-old's house." I said, "You have a job, you have money, and you live in Connecticut. Why you got this IKEA table?" She goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, "Look around. This whole apartment was decorated when you were 22. You have a full-time job. You own your own business. You have a car. You have 2 cars. Why can't you buy yourself a table?" And so then she goes, "Fine. You want me to update this house? Do you have all my furniture that we bought that day? Remember?"
Yeah, remember the yellow piece? She made me
Yes.
schlepping it. Poor kids. Poor kids. They are troopers. She tortures her children.
We go to Home
She
Goods.
made that.
That's
All
the-
they
they know
wanted to
that's
do was
not
go to
true.
the beach.
Anyway, we
She
go
made
to
them
Home
go to
Goods.
Home Goods.
She goes, "Fine. Why don't we go to Home Goods and you can pick out what you think?" So I basically had her credit card. I was like, "We'll take 2 of those. Give me those
Greg calls
nightstands."
me Torellowitz. That's what Greg.
Some
bad.
people have a hard time letting go of the pet. Yeah. So we went to Home Goods. We
Not
spent
the
a lot of
past.
money.
I'm just cheap.
Spent a lot of money, and redid the whole place like a big girl. Remember there was that
She made
chef?
me, and that
The
then
chef's
you made
by
me
the
get
door.
boxes, and she made me like she didn't leave till the mugs were in the box, going to the Goodwill. It was really mean.
If I check the
It's
mug drawer,
traumatizing.
if
and
I check
remember
the
it.
mug drawer right now, how many mugs are there? We're back up. Yep. Look at the shame. Look at the shame on your face. You replaced those mugs.
Okay, in my defense, I had people move in. We got rid of a lot of stuff.
Oh my gosh. So you need to make
Not
sure
that
there was
bad.
25 mugs per person.
No, it's not that bad. What is happening?
They did that. They did that on purpose, those neighbors. They were like, "I think she's live on the internet. Let's somebody go put on the lawn."
Are you in New Haven proper?
Uh-huh.
How do you say her?
That's Tanya.
Tanya.
She said, "Now how far are we from New Haven?"
We from New Haven. We're 41 miles. We're next to Stamford right now.
So
41.
bougie.
Stacey lives. Oh, I love the swap shop. So the
bougie.
swap shop in I live in Darien, Connecticut. I'm just gonna say it. I'm ashamed, but it's okay. It's ridiculously
Very
nice town,
bougie.
and I'm ashamed to say it. So anyway, but
What's
then
it-
I
what
open my
is it?
mouth. So
What
I
is a
look
swap
like
shop?
I look like I'm from Darien. Okay, just so you know, blonde hair, blue eyes. Then I open my mouth. So
And they're like, "She not from here."
so the swap shop, I will take you there. It is
Take me.
It is at the Darien dump. They have one in Stamford too, but that one
Is it like a Goodwill?
so it's like you bring stuff, and then you can take stuff. The swap shop at the dump. Whoa. Now
What
it's
if you don't have
Darien.
anything to drop off?
Now it's you just go and shop for free. Take it
Wait, for free?
free. Oh, this is your
Oh,
kind of place.
listen,
See?
I got
Oh,
plenty of stuff. I'm gonna get a box. I'll have plenty of stuff to swap out.
yeah. So you take it or leave it. That's what it's called in Stamford. Take it or leave it. And I like going there because people actually need it.
Beth said we had an organizer come and minimalize everything. It was traumatic but needed. I could be I could be somebody that comes in your house and takes
Yeah.
most of your stuff.
I know.
Like a robber. It wouldn't be a business. It would just be me coming and taking your stuff.
What is Greg? Greg, are you talking dirty to us on
Yeah. Greg is having
on
his
the
own show.
interwebs? What
He's
is-
having his own show. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's at the swap shop. That's not true. So here's the thing I don't like about our swap shop. The people are volunteers. Now there's one at my mother's up in Old Saybrook, and they actually get fired if they take the stuff.
Are
Somebody
there
else-
2 lawnmowers going now? Are there opposing lawnmowers happening? They were like, "Listen,
the people
everybody
behind me,
go
their property's
outside
so large. Wait
and
till you-
everybody go put their
Yeah.
lawnmower on."
Yeah.
Look, Greg said just go in the garage. There's plenty to take. I'm going to load my car up, Greg. I'll make sure I don't take your stuff.
Taylor, you want to be on the internet?
Hi, Taylor.
We're on TV. I mean, we're on.
We're-
No, Taylor. I mean, Dina does it.
Look,
Dina,
Taylor, just so nice to meet you, Taylor. Just so you know, you waking up in the morning is still more gorgeous than if we were actually done. My kids, if I have my kids are your age, And they still, my girls will be like, I just woke up. And then all of a sudden there's sunshine.
Your dad, yes, like when you did boxing.
What does
What?
that mean? I don't think that Greg is in this conversation. I think he's having a conversation
Your
with somebody
dad's
else.
talking to us on the internet. So we're on Facebook. We're live.
No, he's talking about something completely different than what we're talking about.
Because Dina has whatever. I'll tell you all about it. Dina has a show, but you don't want to join us? All right.
Okay, good.
Off camera. What happened?
Yeah, so I could like, okay, let me ask you this. If you weren't doing...
When I was doing boxing, what are you talking about?
He's talking to somebody else. If you weren't doing teleprompting and you could do like a home show, what would your home show be? Because mine would be organized. Like I want to do a show about
mine would be
turning your house into an Airbnb. Yours would be demolition? Did you do all this demo?
Well, sort of. Yes. I mean,
I don't think you should have a demolition show if you're not sure if you did it.
No, we did it. Listen, there's a guy who works for Greg. I got to find the picture. He packs a dumpster. We rip
better than anyone I've ever met.
No, you haven't. Oh my God.
What are you talking about?
It's so OCD. I love it.
You're calling somebody OCD.
Yeah.
You're saying you are making fun of somebody for being OCD.
Yes.
So we're sitting out here. I had to move the table a little bit. Sun's about to come up. I'm getting everything ready. Stacy's in the house.
Greg's saying hi to his daughter.
She said, I'll be right out. I have to just go get my outside shoes. And I was like,
outside shoes, people. We did a TV show with Dr. Oz, and he came on and he swiped the shoes.
Because they're outside.
Because they're outside, and the dirt and disgust. I have a can of Lysol at the front door. Spray your shoes when you walk in. Then you can walk around all you want.
And then I said,
Martha makes us wear inside shoes.
She works with Martha Stewart.
She makes us wear inside shoes, or you have to put booties on. It makes sense.
Doesn't say, okay. So my mom is at the beach with me just recently. Okay, here's why they're saying that. Diana comes on the show and she goes, I got another pair of sneakers. And I said, okay. She goes, well, I get sometimes confused. But then I was like, I want to turn one of these into beach sneakers. So I'll just wear these on the beach because she had an extra pair of sneakers. And I was like, okay, if you want to do that, that sounds fine. So she goes, so then I made these. She pulls her sneaker up and she got a Sharpie and wrote beach along the side in big letters.
She wouldn't remember?
I don't know, in big letters. But then she wrote beach here, beach in the front, beach on this side, and beach in the back. She wrote beach all over the shoe. All over it.
I love your mom.
And I said, where are you going? That you were like, no, this isn't enough. It's got to be everywhere. She wrote it on both shoes all over the place. She looks like a crazy person.
Right.
So now that's why they were saying, do you have to write outside on your shoes? So you know.
I had to change my shoes. I'm sorry.
Somebody said, I'm so jealous you work with Martha. I want to be here when I grow up.
So Martha, I love Martha. She takes she knows her stuff. And she's brutal sometimes, but she's smart. I mean, she likes me. Because I'm like,
how long have you worked for her? A long time.
A long time. On and off. I mean, it's freelance, right? So, but we go to her house, her garden. I don't know what you do with what are they called? Cabbage.
Tomatoes?
Cabbage. I'm like, what?
What?
What are you making? And there's tons of them. I'm like,
somebody said, good morning from Watson's Glen. Is that around here?
I don't know.
No. Have you met Snoop? Have you ever seen Snoop and her together?
But I haven't seen them together, but I've done stuff with Snoop at WrestleMania, and Snoop's so tall. He comes to say thank you to me, and he's like, thank you, little person. Thank you. He comes and hugs me like that. Thank you, little person.
Oh, fun stuff.
He's nice. He's very nice, but don't walk by his trailer.
Woo! Woo!
Contact high. I was
Woo!
like, woo.
So anyway.
It's a lot of coleslaw. And there's not just one. There's like I gotta find the picture.
Here we go.
In my big tablet.
Here we go. Yeah, this is.
Go ahead.
Mhm.
Keep talking.
So in the mornings when I would go to see Stacey, so I would be coming from. I was coming from. I'd be coming from South Jersey, so my commute was the only person that beat me would be Eddie, this other camera guy. Anyway, so I'd go and check on her in the morning, and she was always like prepping scripts and stuff, and I had like a lighter schedule. So I'd pop in there, I'd be like, "Hey, I'm going downstairs to the cafeteria. Do you need anything?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, can you get me an empty cup?" And I said, "Okay, what's it for?" She goes, "I just got to make."
You took a bath.
She said, "I just want to put my juice in. I'm going to make this thing." I was like, "Sure." So
the maca.
So yeah, I didn't even get to the maca yet. So I would come in, and it's like, it's the control when things are people are working. So I'd be real quiet. I'd be like, "Hey, I brought you your cup." And she was like, so she looks at it, the cup and the lid. She goes, "I asked you for a 3-part cup." I go, "What?" She goes, "This is a 2-part cup. I asked you for a 3-part cup. I specifically said 3-part cup." I go, I don't even know how many parts are there to a cup?" She goes, 1, 2, and then there's a 3rd part. And I go, "What's the?" She goes, "A straw. I need a 3-part cup." I go, "First of all, none of these words go together. There's no such thing as a 3-part cup. That's just, hey, can I have a cup? Cup with a lid. Those are words that go together." She's like, "Well, I need the 3rd part. I need you to go downstairs to get me a straw." I'm like, "I'm not going to get you." But from that day on, every time I had to get her a dumb cup, I was like, "I need a 3-part cup." People are like, "What words are you saying?" I'm like, "I don't even know." So
I work around computers. You can't have how am I supposed to drink it without the straw? I can't have the top off. Bloop. Water everywhere.
3-part cup. So now, would it be a 4-part cup with ice? Yeah, probably. Don't tell her that. She'd be like, "Ooh."
No, but if you had like the thing that makes so your hand doesn't get hot or cold.
5-part cup. So every day I'd get yelled at if I didn't have the 3-part cup.
So then
one day she comes up and I was like, "What do you do with these dumb cups?" She goes, "I make my maca." I don't even know what words you're saying. Like, I honestly want to say hi to you and I just want to go to work and I don't know. She goes, "Dina, maca is a superfood. It's good for you. You should be eating it." I was like, as I ate a candy bar, I was like, "I'm good." So then one day she fools me. She fools me. She's got this bag with yellow cocaine in. Oh, you're not allowed to say that word on there because we get in trouble. I just said we're not allowed to say. Now you're going to get us turned off. Anyway, so I have a bag of this yellow powder. And she was like, "Hey," she was like, "Here, try this." I go, "What is it?" She goes, "It's maca." I go, "What does it taste like?" She goes, "Do you like this?" And stick the finger and then you can taste it. And I was like, she goes, "I'm telling you, it's good for you."
It is good for you.
So I go like this and I was like, "It's disgusting." She goes, "No, it's really disgusting." And I go, "Well, then why would you ask me to do that? Why would you?" She goes, "Oh, it's so gross. You shouldn't do that."
And then I said, "Well, you're supposed to put it in something."
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, thanks a lot."
Yeah. Gross.
No, how about one day we're doing a show? Now, she clearly doesn't understand what I do.
I don't.
Right? So we're doing a show and we have a new executive producer who is literally changing everything. The whole script. I think we rewrote the script for an hour and 15 minutes. So this one has to do, like, entertain the audience, 220 people.
What story were we telling? I don't know.
The one where you're like, "What is going on in the control room?"
That was every day.
Right? Or she'd be like, "Yeah, that was every day." But what she didn't understand is when she was doing her job, entertaining people, I was also doing my job because her job is to wait till we do my job, make the changes.
To vamp, cover.
So then she's like, "Well, didn't you see what I said?" I go, "What do you think I'm doing in there?"
I said, "Stacey, I was really funny today. Didn't you see any of the work that I did?" She's like, "I'm working. If you are working, it's because I'm working and you're covering for us working." And I was like, "You're ridiculous. You're missing the best parts of this show, just so you know." Yeah, look what you just did. It literally said, "Don't say it." Now we're restricted.
I don't know.
Yeah, I should have known we would be restricted.
The internet.
We would be restricted on a day that you're on this show.
Why wouldn't we?
Oh, wait, here's the best. Do you remember this? This was the craziest day.
Go.
This was the craziest day.
Taylor, you don't want to be on TV?
So, Stacey, I was working in the city. It was after I had left warm up, and Stacey was working on. She was working on.
Well, I gotta tell them the story about
No, you could.
You're
Yeah. So she's working on a show, like a game show, And yeah, she's working on a game show. And I said, well, I'll stop by and we can go to get something to eat on my way out of the station. She's like, fine. So she's in the control room. I get to the show. She goes in. She's like, hey, everybody, I want you to meet my friend Dina. Now, this is a network. It was the Game Show Network. So I don't know anybody at this network. But she was like, hey, everybody, it's my friend Dina. Very funny. A couple people in the crew, but not in the control room. So I meet everybody. I'm like, hello, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. I said, I'm going to go say hi to some of the crew. She's like, go ahead, go, because we have to shoot 2 shows. I said, I'll catch you on the other side. Fine. So I go into the studio and I'm saying hi to people, my friends, right? And there's one person that I go to say hi to, and he is not happy that I'm there for whatever reason.
Competition.
It's just for whatever reason. But I'm like, hey, a bunch of us are going to go out to eat if you wanted to come. So here's
very innocent.
Dina being real dumb, being like, hey, I was talking to so-and-so. I thought we could all get together, maybe have lunch. And this person was like, yeah, that sounds great. Would you excuse me a second?
Oh, really?
And I said, yeah, I know you're busy. You're probably doing, whatever you're doing. And so then I waited, and he was like, I'll literally be like right back. And I said, okay. I never came back. Then the show is happening and the person is not in the studio doing their job. And I'm like, something's happened, but I don't know what. Person comes back. I was like, what are you even doing here? And I was like, what?
He said, that person said,
yeah. What are you even doing here? And I was like, oh, I said, I just come back. He's like, you shouldn't be here. And I was like, what? I said, yeah, I'm here to just see my friend. He's like, yeah, who's your friend? I was like, it's just friend Stacey, whatever. So either way, it was the most uncomfortable conversation I've ever had. Like, it was not good. Well, by this point, I'm so embarrassed. I'm just like, I'm done. I'm gonna leave.
Large.
Oh my god!
Look at those. Yes, I was looking for Martha's Garden.
Oh,
look at those.
My gosh.
Those things
that looks like the one in the what's the little shop of horrors that eats you?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
So I am so embarrassed. I just want to leave. So now the show is over. I come out back to this lobby area and I'm waiting to just say bye to Stacey. I'm like, I gotta go, right? I'm so embarrassed. All of a sudden, the control room door flings open. Just boom, flings open. And she comes out. She goes, well, you done did it now, Dina. I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, there was a huge fight about you in the control room. I go, what is that? Like, it was the most bizarre thing ever. She got your name was being thrown around a lot in that control. It was the craziest day. And I was just like, I need to go home. This is so weird. It was crazy. She must have the biggest pumpkins.
Oh, it goes around the whole perimeter.
The whole thing.
The whole perimeter.
It's
enormous. The garden is ridiculous. It's enormous.
Exactly. Yeah. What does she like? Does she eat a lot? Like a lot of? Who's eating all that cabbage?
I have no idea.
I know she must eat coleslaw like 24/7.
Were you the one that asked me if Martha really does the green drinks in the morning? Yeah. So people do, Martha talks about how she does green drinks and, in the morning, and she does out of her garden.
Do you do green drinks?
Sometimes.
Do you do smoothies?
Sometimes.
I just decided I'm going to try to do smoothies.
All right. Taylor can make you a smoothie.
Yeah.
We have many devices to do so.
Well, I'm more of like a chocolate smoothie. Oh. Like I'm going to start there.
As am I.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
I've even invented one that Dad likes.
What is it called?
So picky.
What's in it?
Specifically this Flave City butter coffee protein, which is like a little bit of caffeine, but it pretty much just tastes like chocolate with like a hint of coffee.
Okay.
A couple of ice cubes, a couple of frozen banana like little chunks.
Okay.
And the liquid in it is half of a chocolate Fairlife protein shake. So it's a lot of protein. It's like 50 grams of protein.
It's a chocolate
And then
shake.
You're not hungry?
Yeah, it feels. I had one yesterday morning, and I didn't eat in the city until 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't know how to smoothie yet. I have to learn it. I have to learn it.
Don't you?
My friend,
don't you have a Vitamix?
Well, that's what's so funny is that remember I told you I got the new baker's rack, and I had my Vitamix was behind the fridge, and I never used it because I never could get to it. So I put it on the baker's rack, And Missy was like, I do smoothies all the time. She goes, I just wish I had the blender of my dreams, which is a Vitamix. And I got one over there.
We need that recipe.
Mm-hmm.
We need the recipe, Jill.
We'll have to write it down and put it up.
Oh yeah, Taylor has a picture of it because she put it on the refrigerator. We'll get a picture to the website.
So maybe we'll get Taylor's recipe and we'll make it on the morning show one day.
So easy.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
Yeah, and what's nice is that she freezes the banana so it's like thicker.
So you said Flav City. What is Flav City?
Flav City is a brand.
Okay.
Oh, maybe they could. Yeah, we're gonna get you sponsored.
Okay, all right, let's call them.
Fairlife, yeah. It's also like a milk, isn't it? Just
Flavor City protein is so good for you.
It is good for you. It's like grass fed.
Yep, it's grass fed.
Grass fed what?
What do you mean? The cows that the whey comes from are grass fed. What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know what you were talking. Who we feeding what to? Is there chicken in it? When you say, when you say grass fed, I think chicken.
His name is Bob. He's called Bobby Approved, and he has like all these like things.
Who's Bobby?
Oh my Lanta. He's the guy who does.
I don't know.
He's the
one
guy
of the best ones on the market. I love Flav City.
He's the guy who.
Never heard of it.
I gotta go put on my inside shoes. I'm going to get.
It's gonna take an extra 10 minutes for her to put on the proper shoes.
Gonna grab it.
All right.
Taylor's gonna grab one of the.
I've got the Fairlife chocolate protein shakes in the fridge. They're lactose free and delicious.
Oh yeah. Yep.
She doesn't
grab one of those
understand
too,
anything.
Taylor.
Follow Bobby at FB Flav City.
Yeah. Bobby.
I love mine.
He does it, and he goes like,
my daughter
listen, he goes to like
bananas.
Costco, and he tells you like what's good and what has too much sugar, and like.
Allison, listen. If somebody says something is grass fed, I just immediately think like either like a steak or chicken, mostly chicken.
Right.
But I don't. When you say like a protein, I was like, is there chicken and protein? I skipped over the milk. Mm-hmm. I love Bobby and Flav City.
Yeah. And he has his daughter help him make stuff. All right, half of the supplies. We got half the supplies.
I want to see how much of it's gluten free. Yeah, I gotta look.
How much of it is gluten free?
Yeah, I'm gluten free.
Ooh.
The shakes are fine. Probably.
I will interchange these because they have different purposes.
Different purposes?
The core power one is supposed to be for like fitness. After you work out, it like replenishes your muscles better.
Okay.
And that one is a little more protein.
Well, this is 26 grams and this is 30 grams.
So this is Bobby's app. He has an app, and you can like zap, like you can like see, like.
He has an app.
He has an app. Oh, what is happening here? The new phone. It's.
I don't think that this is.
I'm gonna log in.
No, these look fine.
Just kidding.
Gluten free.
All right, here we go. Now this is
weird. I don't know. Butter coffee. Let me smell it.
It's good. It's not the maca situation.
Yeah, this is when you try to trick me.
It's delicious.
Just add milk. 25 grams of protein in this, and then another.
Yeah, she proteins it up.
And then you said you add bananas, cold frozen bananas.
So it's like a thick chocolate milkshake, but it's like almost 60 grams of protein.
And we make. Oh,
I use the Yuka app.
When they moved in,
right?
They bought me a housewarming called the Ninja Creamy, and we make a shake, we freeze it, and then we make ice cream with that.
What?
We might put Oreos on it, but that's all right.
I make protein shakes a few times a week. Protein shakes keep your muscle mass.
Yeah.
His apps and products are. I need to get that stuff. Maybe we gotta have Bobby on the show.
Yeah, I think
would Bobby come on the show?
He probably would.
Your body can only process so much protein at a time.
That's all right.
Yeah. Is there coffee in it?
Yes.
I think there's a little bit of caffeine, but
there is coffee in that, and then I have a peanut butter one. I have a vanilla one. I like them.
Yeah,
he has like all this stuff.
I was gonna say I don't really drink coffee.
Ninja Creamy.
I don't know how people drink coffee.
Too many jokes there.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's true. But we make the ice cream with that.
Will protein shakes make you gain weight? Dumb question, but I can't gain any more weight. It shouldn't, right? It should make you eat less, right? Because you don't get that.
Fill you up with better things for
right.
your body.
Fill you up with better things. I drink a 30 grams of protein shake every day, and 30 grams of protein with every meal build muscle.
Yeah, protein. So protein, especially for women, it's
Yucca is great,
key.
but Bobby's app tells you why stuff is bad.
Yucca, yeah, I also have the Yucca app.
What's a Yucca app?
So it's an app where I learned about that from. You learn a lot of things when you work in production. From one of my clients, and it is an app
Called Yucca?
It's called Yucca. Oh, that's the food health. So you can go in to places. You go into places, and it'll tell you, like, you can look up items.
What am I looking them up for?
To see how good, like, if they're good for you or not, like what they have in them, sugars, like it'll tell you everything.
Interesting. Do these go well with bourbon? Just
see, look,
peanut butter, quick peanut butter. Look up Jif. That's my jam. So look, it probably doesn't even list it. Is this supposed to be good for you stuff?
Yes.
Will they even list Jif? Oh, see, this is all the kind of peanut butter you got to mix.
No.
Oh, look, no star creamy peanut butter. Still not going to eat it. Is Jif on there?
Do you see Jif on here?
Oh, it doesn't even list Jif as good for you.
It's good peanut butters.
Oh.
It's not.
Will it tell you which ones taste the best?
No.
Oh.
I think it's a preference. Don't you think that's preference?
Yeah, and Neazoto's gross.
It's subjective.
I want to see which one of us lives longer.
What do you mean?
Like you and all your maca. You know, you fill one of your legs with maca, and I don't do that.
I haven't had maca in a while, but I do have other stuff that's pretty, like, spirulina. That stuff is so green and bright. It's
what?
Good for you,
what
though.
Word did you just say?
Spirulina.
Is that a place you've gone to and visited?
Yes.
I just got back from spirulina.
And boy, are my arms tired.
What is spirulina? What is it?
It's another superfood.
You know what?
I can't with you.
I can't.
Spirulina. I'm going to Google it because it's in the house. And I have
she
to
got
put
the
my other
maca leg. Listen, when she wants maca, she shakes the leg. It's like pellets, but she got maca in her butt. She would. If there was a way she could have maca pellets, she would do it.
Superfood. Spirulina.
Oh, no. I don't know. What is it? Is it kind of like
what it
fake,
looks
is
like.
it fake sugar
no
that gives you diarrhea?
No, it's like I don't know. It's
a
plant.
Is the dried biomass of the cyanobacteria that can be consumed by humans and animals. 3 species. What does it do for you? Why is it good for you?
Benefits.
Here we go. Is a blue-green algae. I think I'm good. Packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and protein. Long history as a superfood. First eaten by the Aztecs, used more recently. It does a supplement for astronauts. Potential benefits. Study health concerns.
That's what it looks like, though. It's really green. It's bright green.
It has a blue hue.
I'll make you try.
Compared to Chorella's vibrant green color. You have some here?
Of course I have some here.
And what do you do with it? See,
I put it in my protein shake.
All right, why don't you go make a protein shake and put it in it?
Well, we'd have to make a chocolate one for you.
Okay. Allergy relief. Oh, it's an anti-inflammatory. Helps with congestion.
It's a superfood.
Spirulina is amazing. We fed spirulina to our tropical fish. We should not be. Is it made with seaweed?
It's an algae.
It's an algae. I thought spirulina was a sweetener.
No, that's Splenda.
Didn't expect it to make a difference, and I had to eat it. I did it on a dare. What did you eat, Judy? Spirulina? How many superfoods are there, and how many are in your kitchen right now?
Yes, pineapple is an anti-inflammatory.
How many superfoods are there, and how many are in your kitchen?
Well, you know, avocado is a superfood.
It is. Yeah, I'll eat avocado because it
Although
looks.
we're out right now.
It looks like a vegetable.
We're going to Costco.
Where'd you go? What happened?
Well, I'm thinking of how many superfoods I have in my kitchen right now.
Yeah, I know a superfood, bacon. Now, bacon will bring all the boys to the yard.
I have turkey bacon.
You know what a meat cute is, right?
Yes.
And you know what a meat cute is. Well, I was trying to explain what a meat cute is to my people. And they were like, what word are you saying? Are you saying meat cubes? I go, What? Meet cute? It's when you meet somebody by accident. They thought I was saying meet cubes. That like I go around town handing out cubes of meat. I go, listen, I probably have more luck handing out cubes of meat trying to meet a fella than I would trying to randomly meet somebody
cube.
on a plane. So
Meat cube.
bacon is our meat
Okay,
cube.
so the sun is starting.
All right, how about
Okay,
moringa?
Moringa
Moringa. Jody
Moringa?
said is a powder or a capsule.
is in powder or capsule. What does it do, Jody?
I don't know. We usually count on you to know these weird words. Thanks, Janice. My mathematics shirt. Did you see my mathematics shirt?
No, you said you'd show it to me, and then you lied.
pull up my Facebook. I'll show it to
Ah,
you. You'll see that.
Facebook.
You'll see the dress that I ordered, and then Diana made it into a shirt. What's the name of the shake? Well, it's going to be called Taylor's Recipe, and we're going to make it next week. I gotta get all sick. Do you buy this on Amazon?
Where do you
What?
order? Oh, she orders the protein
Yes.
powder directly from
Flav City.
I get.
the Fairlife shakes we get at Costco. I'll drink those just regular too, and I'll take
And-
those with me.
And you'll put this whole thing in the shake?
No, only half. Or
Half
too,
of it.
Like liquidy.
Too
I
much.
want it to be like thick.
Okay. It says moringa is similar to spirulina.
Spirulina.
It's from the tree of life. It has
Which-
amazing healing properties.
What am I doing looking
Now
for
I think
you?
we're in the movie Avatar.
How do I look for you?
How do you just put in One Funny Mother?
Oh, one. Well,
My name is Dina. We
Yeah.
met many years ago.
No, but I would go to your face, not one.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
go to your.
I
fan-
take a turmeric and a morlina supplement. Oh, you got to
turmeric.
get on the morlina.
I got turmeric. I got to get on the morlina.
Yeah, I'm not a Costco member, but I bet you can find these
Well,
anywhere.
that's a pleasant friggin' picture. What, really? That's what we come up as? That's how we come out?
So look,
Oh,
this
that
is
is
This is the dress.
So she went to this nerd convention last night.
It was so fun.
It was-
What do you actually mean by nerd?
So you've heard of the Nobel Peace Prize, and there's
Or any
Nobel
Nobel Prize.
Science, right? All these awards for amazing science and technology
background.
advances,
She's
whatever.
actually she was her major and
biology. So
Right.
I'm like a nerd by trade, but obviously decided to go comedian, and that's not as
not the path you
intelligence is
normally
not
take.
required. Anyway, so they have like parody awards called the Ig Nobel Prizes. It's been around for 34 years, and they honor scientists and discoveries, but they're like super dumb. Like nobody needed to know this, right? Oh yeah, yeah. So
do I answer?
so like you can. So in the past, like one of the things was, what's the best way to relocate a hippopotamus? Is it on its side or hanging upside down from a helicopter? And the answer is upside down because it doesn't drop their blood pressure as quickly. So it's like, A, why are we studying this? B, this is a very niche thing. But they do all these discoveries. There was one last night. There was a specific kind of plant. And this plant, I didn't get to tell you this. This plant,
I'll call you back.
if put next to a fake plant, this plant will match the growing pattern of the fake plant. Like it has an eye. He's like, we don't know where the eye is, but this plant will look around to see the plant around it, and it'll match it even though
So
it's
I
an
thought it was
artificial
cool.
plant.
So this is what. So she.
Yeah,
bought
so
this
Carrie,
plant,
I don't want to go into all. I
and her
want to
mom made the
do
shirt.
my research
Made it a shirt.
just to make sure that I'm presenting all of the science awards correctly. So we'll probably do it Monday. But yeah, I'm
All right.
totally going to tell you more about last night. It was
Okay.
amazing. The award show was funny, but the thing, yeah,
Well, this is
Kezia,
like-
the whole thing was amazing. If you missed it, do yourself a favor and have a night where you sit down and watch it.
Oh, so it's televised? Or
It
it's
was
on the interwebs?
virtual last night, so you could watch it. And so a lot of people were watching it, and I was texting with them. But it was so fun, and it was so funny because Stacey and I come from a production background, and from a production background, I was like, your head would explode. Like there was just stuff happening everywhere, but it was perfect for the night. Like I have video that I shot, so I'm gonna put up another,
Oh, fun.
so you can kind of get the experience of it. But I had the best time. It was just like you
How
never
long is
saw
it?
people so. It was an hour and a half, but you never saw just scientists just so excited to be around other scientists that are just doing kind of fun, silly
So it was
things.
like a giant thing, like a live Big Bang Theory.
It was. And everyone was so nice. So it was great.
Fairlife is also sold
did
at Sam's Club.
Good.
Okay.
So anyway, so listen, that's it for our show today. Our Connecticut. I know. 5 more people just turned on their lawnmowers.
Yeah.
So we want to thank
There's
you
a lot
for
going on.
providing us with such a quiet area. It's very serene in your yard.
Well, thanks for coming.
Yes, I know. So then they did. They would rotate the seating of because they had the people that were giving the awards were actual Nobel laureates.
I'm kicking her out today.
Yes, I have to go after this. We're gonna go grab a breakfast somewhere.
Marie's like, I just got
here. You missed it. Go back and watch. But anyway, so you finally got to meet teleprompter Stacey. We always have a lot of fun together, so this was a great opportunity to stop at her place on the way home. So listen, it's Friday, everybody. I hope that you get a chance to do something wonderful this weekend. It's going to be beautiful for sure.
How do you know?
Because they said it, at least near us. It's the hottest day tomorrow. It's going to be like 85 tomorrow in New Jersey. So it should be beautiful. So enjoy the weather. I'm sure things are going to turn soon. It's going to be. Oh, I bought you a present.
Oh, okay.
So for your housewarming, because
What
I haven't been at your house. So these are candles that we make. So this one is called Hibiscus and Shut the.
That you need a teleprompter.
What?
Because it's backwards.
No, it's. Oh, maybe to them.
See?
I don't know.
Oh, that smells delicious.
Isn't it? So that's one. So we sold this.
You make these?
Yeah, these are from the One Fun. So this is called Minty and Mental.
Is this kind of like Fight Club? You don't make it out of people fat, do you?
No people fat.
Okay.
No. So this one's called Minty and Mental, Sweet Peppermint and Xanax Aromatherapy.
Who makes this?
I do. I mean, not in my basement, but we have a supplier and we pick all the flavors and stuff. And this one's called Hot Flashes.
Oh,
and it says use as a projectile in an emergency.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That smells like.
What is it?
Smells like I want to eat it.
It's coffee. That's because you have a problem. Yeah. See, Andrew said not backwards for us. Yeah.
Oh, it's not?
They fix it when you're, here. Anyway, so these are for you, for your place.
Thank you, Dina.
Since I just came to visit your new house.
Thank you.
So,
it's not really new anymore,
so,
but thanks.
It's new to me.
It's true.
And I'm glad you brought this parade of lawnmowers in to really make it really nice. I know. So I'm glad you guys got to meet Stacey as
Notice it's nobody who owns the house doing the lawn.
No.
Yeah.
That Greg's not here. So
No.
we're not.
Greg loves it. He spins around on it. It's a zero turn.
You have a.
It's a zero turn.
Why would you get a giant lawnmower for this tiny little yard?
Well, because at the time, backstory, Greg and I were in a very bad motorcycle accident in the pandemic, and he couldn't walk to cut the lawn. So we got the zero turn. Takes him like 5 minutes.
I was going to say you have a zero turn for this.
Nobody has to go out there.
Right.
And he's like, brrr.
They said they can't hear the lawnmowers as loud as we can. That's
really?
funny. It's
That's
very
good.
loud here. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. And we will be back on Monday, bright and early. I leave for Myrtle Beach, I think Monday.
What are you doing there?
I'll be in Myrtle Beach for a week.
What are you doing?
Doing stand-up.
Oh.
So heading down. I'm going to visit my other
I thought you weren't
girlfriend.
doing that anymore.
I haven't, so I don't do much, but I do have this coming up, and then I have Wisconsin and Michigan, maybe. So not a lot. I was telling Stacey that I'm really focused on the book, and while I'm in Myrtle Beach, I hope to do lots of writing. So I'm hoping I'll be wrapping it up soon. We'll see, but yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah, so I'll see you in Myrtle. So I'm going. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it, everybody. Like Judy from Saskatoon, Good Time Andrea say, do something nice for yourself or others. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and a blessed day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.